Black Americans did not build America. So many pro black propagandists, especially those within the FBA community, have been pushing rhetoric basically saying that they were the builders of America, which is mostly false. You see, the indigenous have been cultivating these lands, developing monuments, pyramids, for literally thousands of years before the Europeans arrived and before the Europeans brought Africans. As we fast forward to 1492, it wasn't the British that brought the Africans over, it was the Portuguese and primarily the Spanish. Spanish bloodlines were the ones that were first established in the Americas, the first ones to really build up America, at least from the perspective of Europeans. You see, the first Spanish arrivals brought a bunch of men with them, white Europeans, black Africans, but the majority of the population within the Americas was always indigenous. So, as time went on, the indigenous and the Europeans started mixing technologies, advancing the societies for Latinos, and also improving the societies back in European countries with the introduction of tomatoes, potatoes, etc., etc., etc. That led to more population growth, and of course, under the Spanish monarchy, there was the casta system, which allowed for individuals to basically marry outside of their race and begin the mixing process, or what we call the mestizaje. As the mestizaje was continuing, that's when you started seeing a huge rise of independence activists in Latin America, which were being led by primarily castizos and mestizos and mulattoes of their respective countries, whether that be in Puerto Rico, whether that be Peru or Mexico, etc. You see, just as the Pilgrims were establishing Plymouth County, the Spanish had already conquered most of the Americas. Not only that, but there was multiple marriages and wars of succession, such as the Portuguese War of Succession, which led to Brazil being a part of the Spanish Empire. I'm just not really understanding this. From Florida to Washington, from California to Louisiana, most of that was controlled by the Spanish, and it was developed by mestizos, by mulattoes of that time period. So black Americans did not build this country. They came after the fact. After generations of mulattoes, mestizos, indigenous, castizos, and Europeans were developing and cultivating these lands. It's a silly position, and I just wish that FBA just properly educates themselves.